Hey guys, this is the Allie Show, and today I'm here with my friend Mary, aka Fabmazing Tutorials, aka Blind Tech Geeks. She said hi. Today I'm going to be reviewing for you guys this beautiful pack of markers. And if you hear sounds that are not normal, she's cleaning up her mess right now. Here's what the front of the box looks like. You can feel free to pause and read that if you want. Here is the back of the box. They are Crayola Silly Scent Smash-Ups. And
I might also make my lunch, so if you hear crinkling or movement, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm also going to be reviewing for you these. These are Mr. Sketch scented markers. Now, I've heard of Mr. Sketch before, but I've never actually tried them out. So if you guys know these markers and you like them, let me know in the comments down below what you think of them. So we're going to be also comparing them to an old style Crayola Silly Scents Fat and an old style Crayola Silly Scents Skinny. These are from my own collection. Okay, so let's see what we're in for here. First, I'm going to do the old two. I'm not going to do swatching of all the colors of any of these, just for time's sake. I got the grape one, I think, or cherry or something like that. My nose is a little stuffed up, so sorry about that. This is probably not the best time to be trying to smell markers, but it is what it is, you know? Life happens. Videos demand to be made. So here's what the front of the page looks like with the marker on it. There is some ghosting, but there's not a lot of bleed through because they're just Crayolas. They're not alcohol-based markers or anything like that. I'm doing the back of the page just for, ouch, to save color. My elbow popped, guys. That's why I said ouch. But I'm okay.
My lunch.
Okay. Yep, people gotta eat. Alright, so next we're going to do the Silly Scents Fat. That's what it looks like. And these are bullet nib, guys. So you can get either a really thick or a really thin line. And I'm using this one in the scent orange. Or,
the baked potato. Dang it.
yeah, I think that's orange. Guys, I don't remember the scents of these Fat Silly Scents markers from, I've had these guys for years. These Fat Silly Scents markers, the old style. And I think that these colors so well. I use these so much. I'm blind, so having the right scent of a marker helps me. And for those the new markers, the Mr. Sketch and the Silly Scents, they're in the box in the wrong order because I took them out of the box last night and smelled them. And I really like the scents. Like, there's a Crayola Silly Scent Smash Up that smells like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Alright, so we're going to be starting with the Mr. Sketch. I'll do a video with you guys smelling all the scents and telling you what I think. But for now, this is just a drawing video. So we're going to pick a color, draw with them, test them, and give you our first impressions. Like my first thoughts. Okay? So if you want to see that, stay tuned. This is a pretty dark color. As you can see, there's what the top looks like. It looks kind of similar to the expo markers that you see in schools. It's kind of designed like that. Bear in mind, these are designed for kids 3 and up because they are not washable. There's what the marker barrel looks like. And the barrel, from what I can see, unless all barrels are this color, match the color of the ink inside. Alright, let's pop it open. This cap is really stupid hard to get off.
Ooh, listen to that sizzle.
ASMR, guys.
That was
I got the grape. You're good. I got the purple one. I got grape. So, alright, let's see here. Ooh. And these have the extra strong tip, you guys. They have a chisel nib. These color down really nicely. Well, now come through, Mr. Sketch. Alright, I'm going to cap this puppy off. Oh my goodness. That purple color? Guys, honestly, look at this. Oh, there's a lot of bleed through though, but look at this color. Look at that in your face, dark grape purple. Look at that. How cute, right? All
That
right.
is cute.
I love that dark grape purple. Looks like I literally splattered my page in grape juice. But come through, Mr. Sketch. I was not expecting this.
Mr. Sketch is a great brand. They even have washables.
Yeah, but the scented markers are not washable. I was looking for a more adult-friendly brand of scented markers because Crayola is well known for kids stuff, but they're not too well known in the adult coloring industry. So that
Excuse me. So.
Yeah, excuse me.
Oh, my
sound you
potato
guys may hear.
I'll have to heat my potato up again later.
Go ahead and heat it up if you need.
If I heat it up anymore, my ribs are gonna take the beating.
But anyways, if you guys hear weird sounds, she's eating. Alright, so that was me drawing with a Mr. Sketch. I love the Mr. Sketch brand of markers. As I said, come through, Mr. Sketch. As far as I'm concerned, they gave Crayola a run for their money. Now, I did pay $10 for 12 Mr. Sketch markers. So they are on the slightly more expensive side. But then again, they do have a chisel nib instead of a bullet nib. They do have different scents that you don't really see with Crayola. Brown with Crayola is always chocolate or whatever, but these ones, the brown is cinnamon, the black is licorice, the blue is blueberry, so on and so forth. You guys saw the box. Now for the Crayola Silly Scent Smash Ups. These are the ones with the peanut butter and jelly scented marker. Can you guys see these? I can't wait to try them. Okay? So let's get them open and let's get right into it. I opened these last night and smelled them, so if they're out of order, please excuse that, and I just grabbed a random one. Here is what the top looks like and the barrel of the marker, as you guys can see there. Here is what the nib looks like. It's just, ooh, I'm not sure what scent I got, but I like it. And it's just your traditional bullet nibbed marker. They honestly, if you were blind and you reached into a pack of these or pack of markers and picked this out, you wouldn't know by the shape of the marker that it's scented. You think, oh, I'm just grabbing a normal marker, and then you open it and smell it, and you're like, huh? I'm not sure what scent that's supposed to be, but I do like it. Again, if you guys read the the box and you saw the colors that correspond with which scent and you can see what color I'm using, feel free to let me know down in the comments below what color that is. So this is what the color looks like on the page, if you guys can see that. I love Crayola Silly Scents markers in all forms, and these were $4.99 for 10 markers. And with a bullet nib, you can still get a really thin or really thick line, depending on how you draw with it. And for those of you who may be kids watching this, to get a thick line, you color with the marker at an angle. But to get a really thin line, you color with the tip. You don't color with the side if you're trying to get a thick, you don't color with the side if you're trying to get a thin line. So again, there's the top, there's the marker barrel. So I love these markers. Both Crayola and Mr. Sketch are pretty good, although the Crayola has an advantage here in that they're non-toxic and they're washable. So if your child does happen to, which please don't let them, but if they were to happen to accidentally get one of these and put it in their mouth with the Crayolas, they would be okay. Don't let them sit there and eat it, by no means, but they're non-toxic, so, yeah. But the Mr. Sketch, they're not washable. The old style Crayola Silly Scents, I think they're washable too, because Crayola's all about being non-toxic. Because Crayola caters more like to little kids. As you can see, let me show you guys the difference between the old set and the new set of Silly Scents markers. The length of the markers is the same, as you guys can see based on my hands. But the old Silly Scents is slightly fatter, especially around the middle. It has this little ridges. I don't know if you can hear that. This is the old style Silly Scents marker. The barrel of these comes, I think if you needed to really get it apart, it comes apart in two pieces. I can't do it. Because for one, I'm not finna break my marker. And for two, I don't want to do it. And the bottoms are slightly different. Just so you guys know, the caps are not interchangeable. And no, I'm not going to try it just to prove that. But, this is the new style Crayola Silly Scents. They uniformed it in shape because some people have autism or are on the spectrum, and that bulge right there in the middle with those ridges might bug somebody's texture issues. So on the newer style, you don't get that. And then with the Mr. Sketch, you get a really fat barrel at the bottom, as you can see, and it kind of tapers up and becomes skinnier toward the top. And then there's the fat cap again. So that's the Mr. Sketch. And they can sit up on their own. Old style Crayola, yes, can sit up on its own. New style, new style, yes. All these markers so far can sit up on their own. Like if you set them up on their bottom because you don't want to lay them down or whatever, or to conserve space, whatever have you. This is the Crayola Silly Scents Skinny. If you're familiar with Crayola Super Tips, they feel similar to a Crayola Super Tip. But a way you can tell them apart is the Crayola Super Tip, if you're blind and you feel along the side of the marker, they will actually tactily say Super Tip on the side of the marker. It'll say Crayola Super Tip. But the Silly Scents markers don't say Super Tip. They have a tinier tactile area. So that's how you can tell whether you're using a Silly Scents or Super Tip.
And she gave me some Super Tips, and that's how I know.
I don't like Super Tips that much. She's okay with because she can see a little better than I can, so she's okay with just being able to use her vision to determine what color she is using. But I have to have that scent to help me to know, okay, I'm using the brown marker. Because say, for example, I know in my old style Silly Scents, brown, depending on the shade, is either root beer or hot chocolate. In my new sets, I know the brown in Mr. Sketch is cinnamon. And the brown in my Crayola smashups, I'm not sure. I'll have to have my mom tell me what scent the brown is in that one. But anyway, it does tell you on the side of the marker, if you can see, what color you're working with. Now, if you're blind, you're not going to be able to see that. So just go based on your sniffer. Okay? Just go based on the scent that you get when you open the marker. Again, do bear in mind, Crayola markers are non-toxic, but Mr. Sketch, they warn you that they're not for children below the age of 3, simply because children will put things in their mouth. Mr. Sketch are slightly shorter and fatter than Crayola, so I don't know if that means you get more ink with the Crayola or if it's just a different body design for Mr. Sketch. But I do like that unique tapered design, and it does ensure a well-posting cap, and I like that.
I'll be right back. I gotta wash my hands off.
Okay. And in case you guys don't know what posting is, it's how you put the end of the cap onto the end of the marker. That's what posting is. And some markers just don't do that well. Like the Art Skills, they don't snap in well, but Crayola posting is a hit or miss. The old style Silly Scents do post well. The skinny Silly Scents, they do not post well at all. They don't post, actually. They will sit there, but they're not a very sturdy post. You can easily lose your lid like that. And as far as new style Crayola Silly Scents, let's see. How do you post?
Huh?
I'm checking on markers to see how well they post and letting the viewers know. Now the new style Silly Scents, they do post well, but again, they're not the sturdiest of posting, and they're a very juicy marker. That's one thing I gotta give Crayola Silly Scents. They're a very juicy marker. They're very...
I'm gonna heat my half a potato up. Mom ate my other half.
Okay. They're... Oh, you okay?
Yeah. Hit the toe.
Ow. I heard that thunk.
I'm pretty sure your viewers did too.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's get these into cases for you guys while we finish chatting up here. But yeah, I like Crayola Silly Scents. I like Mr. Sketch. Their version of, I'm not going to say Silly Scents because that's probably trademarked by Crayola. Woo! Almost. Huh?
Scented markers, that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. I love Mr. Sketch scented markers. In this slide to snap pencil box, I just have my Crayola Silly Scent Skinnies because I don't want them to mix with the fats. Because there's going to be 3 packs of fats mixed in together, both my Mr. Sketch and all my Crayola fat ones. So in case you wanted to see, which I don't know why you would, it's just 9 other different colors. You okay?
Yeah, sorry.
You're good. Just 9 different colors that I didn't draw with. Here's 3 of them, just in case you guys wanted to see. I'm just showing you the caps because that's how it tells you what color you got. I'm not showing the barrels or anything. And they're just your traditional marker cap, but in different colors. And there's the last 3 of those. I'm just trying to get this video done so it's not a millennia long.
Yeah, because, I'm probably going to need to edit that for you.
No, this is going to be an unedited one.
Oh, I don't mind editing.
I know.
No matter the length.
I know. But just so you guys know, and this is kind of a heads up too, Mary's going to be my video editor from here on out. So if I need a video edited, I'm going to turn to her to help with that. I'm going to move this pack aside. But also,
And were you going to tell them about voiceovers?
Also, if I need a voiceover done, she will be the one doing the voiceovers because she can see marker color better than I can, okay? So she will be doing the voiceover if any marker color describing is needed. There's what the 3 of the Mr. Sketch looks like. One's already in the case. Here's 6. There's that. And I'm sorry, you guys, that I'm not drawing with all these in this video. But again, I don't want it to be a millennia long. I just want to get it done so you guys can see. And I recommend these so that you guys can know if you want to buy them. And also, I just want to kind of get finished so I can hang out with my friend and she can do what she was doing. So there's the last 2 colors. But, that's, I just wanted to come on here and show you guys these because they're really cool. And I thought you guys might want to see that. Even, Miss Jennifer Stay from Coloring Bliss, she does a lot of, marker reviews and things like that and gel pens. So if you are interested in that type of content and you're not interested in the content that I do, check her out. She's really good at what she does, you guys. She's really amazing. She's a colorist. She makes her own coloring books for a living, and coloring pages and things. So if you're interested in that kind of content and that kind of material, like adult coloring books, do go check her out. I'm a big, huge fan of hers, so yeah.
And if you want to see tech videos, check out Fab Tech and Blind Tech Geek. And I do some unboxings on Fabmazing tutorials and Totally Unboxed as well. Bless you.
Thank you. What?
You sneeze. I'll tell you off cam.
Anyway, yeah. So I'm just putting the Mr. Sketch because they wouldn't fit my packaging, so I'm just putting them off to the side. See, they're fat, so you think they're gonna fit somewhere, and then they don't. So we're gonna try with the slider box to see if they'll fit in here. Doubted, but we gotta try. What do you think?
I don't think they'll fit, and I thought you had something else in there.
I moved it.
Wow, sis, way to go.
What?
Nah. Moving that out of the slider box just to try something else when it ain't gonna fit.
Well, it's called being resourceful. Trying to work best with what you got instead of griping over it. Well, update. I've put 3.
And it's not working.
And I've put 4. But that's filled up the bottom of the box and there's little to no room for a second layer, so.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
No. Mr. Sketch, I love you, but my only gripe is you're outrageously thick. Like, that's ridiculous. Look at the end of that marker barrel. Look at that. That is ridiculously freaking thick. okay? Like, thin down your markers, Mr. Sketch.
Do you want to tell them in what situations would you need a voiceover?
Like, if I was doing something involving a lot of coloring or just stuff where I couldn't describe, she would be the one to do it.
And stay tuned for a new intro.
Yeah.
I still have yet to get it made.
Yeah, and that's okay. Because life keeps getting in the way, throwing curveballs. And that's okay. And by the way, Mr. Sketch markers are stackable. The old style Silly Scents are. The skinnies, no. The new styles, I don't know. I'll have to try that in another time and tell you guys. But let's see if this is it like this. Okay, if I kind of guide them in. Yeah. I don't think. Okay, maybe we might have a chance here.
You need a tote.
Way to be funny, sis.
I'm being legit.
I do have a lot of markers, don't I? Alrighty. So I'm gonna not bore you guys with my pencil case woes anymore. I'm gonna get up off here and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. Please click like, share, comment, and subscribe. And share. Let your friends know. Bye.
Bye, guys.